Okay, so you're ready to figure out this whole co-parenting thing for the holidays?
Yeah,
We're going to dive into all of that today.
absolutely.
See what we can pull out and come up with a plan that works for you and your family.
I think that's a great idea. Especially the holidays can be such
Oh, yeah,
a stressful time
for sure.
if you're co-parenting, but with some planning and, you know, thinking ahead,
Absolutely.
it can be a really enjoyable time for everybody.
Well, that's what we're all about here, is like setting everybody up for success.
It's really important to identify like all of the important holidays
Well, for sure.
and events, not just, the big ones like
Right.
Thanksgiving and Christmas,
Yeah.
but, anything like cultural holidays or religious events,
Yep.
special family traditions.
For sure. Those are all super important.
Yeah, you got to get it all down on paper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if you don't think about it now, later on when it comes up, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, exactly. It can lead to conflict down the road if you're not
Oh, yeah, for sure.
prepared.
So let's say you have that master list
Okay.
of, holidays and events. What are some of the, popular approaches that you've found?
Yeah, well, a classic one is just alternating holidays. And you highlighted the Jones family in your notes, who
Yeah.
swap Thanksgiving and Christmas every year.
Yeah, it seems like that's a pretty straightforward one.
Yeah, it's simple. And it ensures that each parent gets equal time with the kids for those big holidays.
Yeah, over the years.
Yeah.
Exactly. But what about those families who live closer together?
Right.
The idea of splitting the day, like, having Christmas morning at one parent's house and Christmas dinner at the others.
Yeah, that can definitely work really well, especially if, transitions between homes
Yeah.
are easy and it allows both parents to, be present on the actual holiday.
Absolutely.
But it does require a really high level of cooperation and communication
For sure.
between the parents.
Which, as we all know sometimes, that can be tricky.
Exact.
Like, one parent has the kids on Thanksgiving,
Right.
the actual day,
Yeah,
and the other parent celebrates with them the following weekend.
exactly. I love that example. It's a very creative solution, and it shows you that flexibility is
For sure.
really key.
Yeah.
Some kids really enjoy that,
Right.
like having 2 Thanksgivings.
Yeah. More pie, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, and I think speaking of special days, birthdays are obviously a big one.
Yeah.
Everything from, alternating years or having separate celebrations or, even joint parties.
Even with the best of intentions sometimes,
Sure.
a joint celebration can put a lot of pressure on a child.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a good reminder that what works one year might not work the next year.
Absolutely.
Kids grow, they change, their preferences change.
Right. Teenagers often want to spend holidays like New Year's Eve with their friends.
Yeah, they want to be cool.
Right. They want to do their own thing.
Exactly. And, you can't fault them for that.
Of course not.
I mean, I think that's a natural progression.
Absolutely.
So speaking of, making things clear, one thing that loud and clear, the importance of a written agreement.
Yes. I think this is so important.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that that holiday schedule is in writing as part of your parenting plan.
Yeah.
Because it just minimizes the potential for confusion and disagreements in the future.
Right.
When everybody knows what's happening and when it's happening,
Absolutely.
it makes things so much smoother.
So to kind of sum all this up,
Mhm.
Start by listing literally every single holiday or event that matters to both parents. And then, explore all these different approaches like we talked about, alternating, splitting the day, even celebrating on different days, if that works for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, flexibility is key.
Absolutely.
And putting everything in writing, I think, like you said, is going to
Yeah.
save you a lot of headaches
Yeah, it's really
down the
good.
road.
Well, I'm really impressed with, how thoroughly you've thought this through.
Well, thank you.
So now that you have all of this information, the question becomes, what kind of traditions do you want to create for your kids, regardless of which parent they're with? How can you make these holidays uniquely special
That's such a good question.
for your family?
Yeah. And I think at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about, right?
Absolutely.
It's about, creating those happy memories
Yeah.
and, making the holidays special for everyone.
Yeah.
Regardless of, what the situation is.
I think you're going to do great.
Thank you.
You got this.
I appreciate it.